Oh shit, paperwork drop. Wait a minute, let me see what this says. Hold on. Find some shit. What is this? Oh, the hold on. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. Let me grab this out of paste. Hold on. Let me turn this into paperwork drop. First of all, let me see before I go to start talking about goddamn a real live paperwork drop because this old ass mother sucker. Let me see what it is. His old ass. What is this? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we got paperwork drop. We got a legit paperwork drop, I believe. Okay. Let me change it. Let me change it. Ooh. Ooh. My first mistake was I wanted too much time. Yeah, feeling lonely. How much gone waste my time fighting my. I know you ain't still got this same damn number.
You know I do. What's up with you?
I know you ain't still got this same damn number. What's up, Curtis?
What's up, Andrew? What's going on with you?
Nothing. What's going on?
I can't call it.
Oh no. What been happening?
That work.
At work.
Working life. That's it.
Oh Lord. Now,
What's up with you?
Nothing, man. Nothing. You know I'm gonna ask you. Huh?
You still giving people hell on the message boards? That means yeah. That's all I needed.
Curtis, wait a minute. Hell, I don't know which message board by this time now. Wait a minute. Huh?
Yeah, you know, you be giving all the people hell on the message boards. Okay.
Wait a minute. Oh no. Listen. Hey, you know, I'm gonna ask you now by this time I should be have me a grandbaby or something. 2 or 3 of them by now. We got a grandbaby.
You know, I got 3 kids.
They yours?
Yeah. 2 of them is.
When you had 2 kids?
I've been married for 9 years now. So I got a 5 and a 6-year-old.
What, Curtis?
Mm-hmm.
Lord, thank you, Jesus. What, girl or boy? What?
Boy to girl.
Oh, that's good. God darn it. I said, now, God darn it. Now, by this time, you don't have some kids or something.
That's funny.
You don't ever see the old people?
Who?
Martha, Patrick.
Nah, but you know Patrick. Yeah, me and Patrick still keep in contact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and him still cool, but none of the other people. I might talk to Monica every now and again, but nah, it's just me and Patrick every once in a while.
He still
Patrick had a kid.
Patrick got kids too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, you know I'm old. You know I'm old. You know I'm old. So what the? Oh no, what the? Oh, he's still at that place.
Nah, he had TII Bank now. TIAA, yeah,
Oh,
TIAA Bank, yeah.
okay. They still open?
Who pays back? As far as I know, Monica's still. Yeah, I think so. Cause Monica's still there. I think she the managing the production team now.
Wait a minute, I thought she ain't the manager over the whole thing. No more.
Not that I know of. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought who was over the whole? No, the men. Never mind, the men.
Yeah, that was Don was over the whole thing.
Right. Had us all night watching $1,000,000 flailing back and forth.
For sure.
I'm sorry when I gave my overtime to y'all. Y'all was watching it at night.
Yeah, because you went home because you was sleeping in the chair. Then laid the chair on the floor. Not sleep sitting up. Then laid the chair on the floor.
That was weeks ago.
Yeah, I know that's right. Hey, you staying away from them potlucks, huh?
Hey, you know what, baby? Your mama don't play around. Nothing never change. Yeah, I heard about potlucks. I go to looking crazy. Them potlucks that took us out. Hell no.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, boy, and Faith her motherfucking ass always got to sign me up on some shit. I turned around.
Right.
You said you and Faith over. Who said that? I ain't said no shit like that. Now I got to watch the food, watch the people. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
You
remember that man used to sniff the food, Mark Raddick?
Yeah.
You don't get your motherfucking ass somewhere and sit down.
Right, sniffing the food. We got to run front now when they cater the food to us. We got to run from the back to make sure we beat him in the line. Cause he finna sniff all the food.
For sure.
Oh my God. I was like, Lord, this is such a struggle.
You remember that time I said something to him, right? He told me, what, you gonna sniff your food on my own fucking plate? Not over the food everybody finna eat.
Okay. Everybody finna eat the goddamn food. Here he comes. Like, God, I mean, it's a pizza. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, like, what are you doing? Boy, they fed the hell out of us, but Jesus, it was such a struggle.
Yeah,
like, oh my God, and then all of that PF change, everything was spicy. I said, hell no.
Nah, and your ass running behind Faye with the mango smoothies.
The mango.
And you up there busting ass.
Yeah, I'm busting ass in the damn toilet and shit. Sick, holding on. I said, I'm gonna tell you what, and I knew I made a mistake. I said, okay, I'm gonna follow this girl. I ain't gonna follow him because he gonna get all the shit. I ain't gonna follow him. Well, see, like his plate I'm gonna follow what this girl got. Because black people, we pay attention who not to eat from. I was like, well, why she got all the people food? I don't know about that.
I tried to tell you, snowball only.
Yeah, snowball only. And baby, when you had them pick that big old patty up, because you know how niggas do. Okay, well, this is a big old hamburger patty. You done been to that shit tomorrow. That was a goddamn veggie patty. I fell out. They got your ass. Those perfectly round patties, they veggie patties. No. That shit, no, that shit be so damn funny up there. Oh my gosh. Damn, potluck was a struggle. I can't believe you still got the same goddamn number.
Why not supposed to change for?
Well, shit, look at me talking shit. I got mine. Still got mine.
You still got the same number. Shoot, I got 2 phones.
Me too, Well, that's more than that. But yes. But no, I was just calling because this dude remind me of you. And I was like, let me call and see what Kurt's doing. I know we got to have some babies now.
Yeah, that working life and bowling. That's what I do.
Oh, you bowling?
Yeah, I'm on the bowling scene heavy.
Oh Lord. You ain't out there challenging people and shit. You know how you like to get in your competition.
Nah. I just, I bowl in leagues and stuff like that.
No. No, your
I,
ass get.
I ain't trying to compete with nobody. Only person I'm competing with is myself. That's it.
What's your average?
180, 185,
Oh,
anywhere
okay.
from 185 to 190.
Oh, okay.
So I still got a ways to go.
But that's good though. That's
it is good, but it ain't. It's all right. I ain't gonna say it's good. It's all right.
Yeah. But it's decent, a lot of people,
Yeah.
some people, that be in them leagues a long time can blow their ass off. But that's
For sure.
So do you, so Marco, do he still work there or you don't know?
Nah, no. I know Marco left like soon after I left.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He gave it up? Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Well, honey, I was just calling to holler at you. But yeah,
I appreciate it. Somebody other than me probably tried to jump on his ass. So.
No. You want to fight Marco?
I tried to beat Marco ass a few times.
Yeah, you tried to beat my ass. What the oh no. He said I had a mouth like a nigga.
You know you do. Nah.
I do not have no mouth like no nigga. I'm a decorated college woman. What are you talking about?
Okay. Whatever you want to say.
What are you talking about? I do not have a mouth like a nigga.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, Marco got fit with me one time. I said, hey man, wait a minute. I beat your ass in here.
That was a little angry group.
Yeah, that was.
Boy, when we discovered that boy talking about what that boy said, Obama done stole his bicycle while eating chicken. Oh, hell no. Y'all was like, oh, hell no. What his name was, the little white guy that was in the back? Wore them big shoes. What that sit behind Faye? What his name was?
Sit behind Faye.
He used to sit behind Faye across from Steve. The white guy. The nerdy white guy.
I don't remember who that was.
I gave that boy hell. You don't remember?
No, I don't.
The boy who said I never forget it. The boy who got married, bought the ring and all of it, was trying to get married. He was like
like white hair?
Yeah. Joseph, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, y'all gave that boy hell. And that boy he felt comfortable with me and let me, get into his page and stuff, and I'm reading like, huh? And you remember he was the one that I was the first one he told about the ring and the engagement and stuff, and I kept on reading. He told Obama stole my bicycle while eating chicken. The fuck? Wait a minute. The fuck you mean? Hell no, boy, that was crazy. Oh man, that's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I remember. I wonder what he doing. He's weird.
I don't know. He tried to get hired at the company I work for now, and I told him no.
Curtis, why you do that? Why you act like that?
Cause I ain't want to work with him, and I ain't like his work ethic when he was at Paceman.
That boy did a lot. That boy did work. He was IT. See, you always with that goddamn competition shit, Curtis. That boy was IT-ish and all kind of stuff.
Listen, it's my department. Okay? So the answer is no.
Oh, you the boss over there?
I'm the boss.
Oh, I'm the boss. That's what I'm talking about. Him the boss. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck around nobody ain't the boss.
He's funny.
Yeah. Oh,
so
okay.
That's what it was.
Oh, wow. And you saw the damn name, and you was like, well, you saw the name and the credentials. Now you know that boy put in some good little technical work.
I seen the name on the resume, and I was like, next man.
No. So what you doing, like tech stuff over
Yeah,
there?
I run the help desk.
Oh, okay. Tickets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got on call and all of that.
Yep.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
I was dead. I don't give a damn how much it's paying. How much extra? Fuck that. All of that.
That's funny, but our own call is not bad though.
Oh,
It's not bad.
so that people calling you, the people calling you about the damn money. Oh, $1,000,000 files and shit and whatever. They want you to stay up with it. And I got time for that. And then now you can't get the people you need to stay up with your ass. Everybody,
Listen, I had a problem one time. Let me tell you, I had a problem my first week at Pace Band. First week, I had a problem with one of them AGP files. It was probably about 9 o'clock at night. I called Steven. That motherfucker said, "You hear my boat?" I said, "Hey man." He said, "Oh no, you hear my boat? I got to go."
Like what the heck? Leave you stranded. And then those people, and I understand, the clients, they like, listen, we got millions flowing through there.
Uh-huh.
And getting all that, and all that extra shit you got to go do to the file and send the money here and get this part. Man, fuck this. You can go sleep.
You so funny.
I'm serious to be sitting up there all day waiting for work. What kind of fucking shit is this? I'm finna go to lunch 3 times. I'm on my third lunch for the day. Okay. And after this I'm going to my child's practice. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm going dumb. That was crazy as hell. That shit so damn funny.
Yeah.
Up all night. You done seen a boy, goddamn. And you shouldn't have done that, Curtis.
It was a couple people from there I seen resume, and I was like, "Oh nah, we good."
Boy, Curtis and his get back.
No, I wasn't no get back. It's just like, nah, no, I just don't want to work with them people. Now, if it had been somebody who I'd have been like, okay, yeah, I know that person, I know he's a good worker, let's bring him in, then it would have been like that. But those people who I saw, I don't want to work with them.
Well, what about now all those people, those whatever kind of text that sat across on the side of us, the ones that, those over there, those were some good texts.
Yeah. Like Eric and his brother Scott and all them, yeah.
Yeah, they were some good texts on that side.
Yeah, and I would hire one of them in a heartbeat.
Right, okay.
But not some of the ones we work with. No, thank you.
That was some boy that shit. No, it was just one set up right, to where it like flow right. That shit. Y'all doing too much. About time for that shit. I'm sleeping. Let me go to lunch again.
That's funny.
Yeah, let me go to lunch again. Let me go up there and answer phones. I'm like, God damn, let me do anything but back here. Hell to the no.
That's funny.
That is crazy. That is, but yeah, I'm still fucking with people.
Okay.
You know how I go.
Yeah, I know how I go. Well, I appreciate you for calling.
All right, then.
All right, I'll hit you back.
Okay.
All right, bye.
See, honey, y'all got to stay grounded. Stay connected to the motherfuckers that keep you, from losing your goddamn mind. Because out here in this jungle, you've been lost your mind. Now, while I was setting up, we got a paperwork drop, so I get to read that. And we're going to talk. And I'm so tired of saying we're going to talk about this BOP emails for the last time. It ain't going to be no last time. This ain't going to never be over. What's good with it? What's good with it? I'm going to start using my little calls and shit like that for my goddamn, breaks and intros and shit like that. From the people that actually know me, right? So, okay, can't get into that document just yet. I got one open. He dropped something else. Let me see. Can we get into this one? Oh, oh shit. Wait a minute. Okay. You know what? I want Judge Old Ass to just stop with the data entry, or whoever he pays to do data entry. When I throw this shit up on this goddamn thing, yeah, y'all gonna be like, huh, huh? I'm gonna come right now. Let me holler at y'all. So yeah, this is what I've been wanting because we need to see what was actually said with regards. So I mean, I read it, but he has it now broken out so we can read the Lord have mercy. Hold on. You read his judgment, okay? Read his actual judgment. We heard what he said, but now he submitted the form. So let me holler at y'all. Let me holler. Let me hurler. What's good with it, Angela Jackson? What's good with it? Hey, Queen Brielle. Hey, Mr. Niece. Girl, you ain't got to apologize to me or no goddamn body. Yeah, we was mad at you, the ones that care about you, but we ain't mad no more. We happy now. Hey, Warrior. Listen, y'all, listen. Oh my gosh. Now, shout out to the people who I have been conversing with today with regards to goddamn that BOP situation. We ain't gonna never be done with this. It don't seem like it, right? Those people asked, good questions, had good positions and whatever. And so shout out for that, right? Because I can entertain that. I can really entertain that. But it's a lot of confusion, right? And you know me, I like to get to the end of the road with it. I don't have a lot of time to deal with how can I say this? Stuff that's just you know, it ain't really going. I don't think in my opinion, I don't think some of this stuff is going anywhere. But you never know, right? You just never know. Sometimes all it takes is a one impassionate plea given through a legal argument, whatever, and that could be something that makes all the changes in the world. But when when that argument stacks up against what the law states and what the law dictates, then you have to side on the side of the law. You don't have to side with the law, all right? Because in the end, that is what's going to, you know, either honor that particular argument or, slam the door on it. I don't care where it's held. All right? I don't care where it's held. But let me write this down because I want to make sure I give y'all that example too. Um, we're going to talk about something real funny. But hold on for a minute because I meant to use the restroom before I got on. Hold on for a minute. All right, thank y'all for holding. I think tonight I'm gonna run the line and the link. The line, when I say the line, I'm talking about the phone line. And the link, you know what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can get the number to the channel. Right? Because at some point we got to get to where you need to be with this. Because this is a little weird. And it's not really, and I shouldn't say weird. It all just depends on, it's just the understanding, right? We can't expect everyone to understand the legal process, right? I don't need nobody to take my word for it or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But I like to bring about logic, okay? And I try to make sure that I translate legalese, anything what's going on in the courtroom, what have you, into terms that you can understand, or onto different different types of I'm distracted right now. I'm sorry. Different things, different ways that you can understand. Different ways that you can understand. Right. My goddamn back is killing me. But sometimes I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So let me talk about this, right? Just real quick, right? So we had a good, a lot of good dialogue or whatever, with regards to this situation today that's going on the board, of course. And I appreciate it because it does show, you know, a lack of clarity, right? Lack of understanding. Some people aren't clear on the issues and how it works. Now, I simply, and this is what I did when I did my live the other day and was telling y'all that, hey, if they didn't bring it up in New York, because I went back and I checked the dates. The reason why I did that is because I give 100% credence to J-Bo. I do. She has the damn files. She got the damn files. She got everything she needs. She is the attorney of record. And whoever else in her office that signed on to be, they have the information at their fingertips. They know what we don't know. They know what happened in court, what didn't happen, what should have happened. They have all the discovery. That's including the discovery that wasn't used. They have all of it. We're just trying to piece it together by filings, okay? We don't have nothing else. And we do a pretty good job with that, right? I might say that. So y'all, hey, if I've been tooting our horn a little later, hey, shit, these other motherfuckers do it, and they don't be near as correct as we do. Yes, I got it. Um, you, you know what? I'm glad you asked that question. I'm glad you asked that question. Thank you, thank you. See, and we get thinking people, and I appreciate thinking people and smart people, halfway decent people, whatever, asking questions on, and commenting on what I put on my board. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really not. I don't want no dummy speaking on shit I say all right. That's just me. Because one, half the time they're gonna get it wrong. Two, they remix it as if they the one came up with the shit. And when people can clearly hear where it come from. Because my thing is, if you knew this information prior to me saying it, and why you ain't say it? That's, you know, it's like, so it is some, and let me tell you something else. Now, I know y'all tired of me talking my head saying this, but I done figured out why the mental health shit is so high, right? The mental illness numbers are so fucking high. Let me tell you why. Because just like time, right? It evolves. Life evolves, right? Shit happens. We went through a goddamn COVID shit. I believe that mental health in the past few years have been really, they've been really doing an investigation on it and have determined that it's a lot of shit, mental shit that's going on that should be classified as mental illness or a little touch of the motherfucker or something. So there's a lot of life goddamn shit that goes on that are affecting these people. That COVID shit ain't help. People doing, bad and all types of shit, whatever. And that's what's contributing to this motherfucking outbreak we having. That's what it is. It's some bullshit, right? Only thing I ask is that them crazy motherfuckers don't come fucking with others. Get help and leave people the fuck alone, right? So, but listen, you know, um, hold on, let me see. A long time ago, and I told you I come from one of those families, especially my mother and them side, right? They're very goal and driven and all that type of shit. That's so you gonna get it or you gonna get in trouble. One or the other. Okay? Don't bring no C in my house. That type of motherfucking shit. In our case, don't bring no C in our family. I mean a grade of a C. Or you better believe you're gonna be explaining forever how you got it. But anyway, so and you have to appreciate that. But to sit up here and argue and go back and forth and have to defend some shit you got to a motherfucker that don't have it, I think is crazy as hell. I don't even understand why somebody who don't have it would question you or speak on your shit. Like, do you have it? And listen, let me tell you something, right? And that was a guy that I used to work with, who we used to handle millions of dollars. Okay, so later on that would kill a narrative, but I'm setting it up because you're gonna have to figure out, well, how the hell is she able to handle millions of dollars and shit? Huh? You know, you don't have to explain that. I don't know. Put it together. So, but anyway, so and if you have handled millions of dollars, you know they don't check your motherfucking ass from here to goddamn from your head to your asshole. You got to be, huh? But yeah, I'm such a I'm such an asshole. But hey, it is what it is. You asked for it. But listen, right? So we everybody. I mean, I don't know. There's a few people I know that actually, got their degree in whatever specification is, whatever their, major was, minor was, and, and took a job, right? Doing that. We all, normally we all have. If you've got a specialized degree, like a lawyer, doctor, that type of shit, you got to do, well, most of the time, you got to do some type of internship in that particular field. So you got to work in it. And I mean, you got to stay in it. And you can use those degrees to springboard to do a bunch of other things to make a lot of more money, right? Make more money. Because attorneys starting out don't make any money, and they don't really make money until they get practices and they get into like some type of specialty, right? Like injury and workman's comp and shit of that nature, right? And then you have doctors who become a doctor and then go into research, right? Research is where the big bucks are. That's where those people work for the CDC, places like that, right? So that don't mean you when you get a degree, you got to keep it and stay in it and whatever. You can leverage that degree, okay? Just like Greenberg and Anton, they do other shit outside of this, and they still act as an attorney, but they do other shit, and it's normally the other shit that pays you more, and it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It is okay. See, degrees can get you employed where people that don't have one can't. You understand what I'm saying? A degree can get you at least in a conversation for a job where people without one can't. Only an idiot would think that they could read books and get hired as a fucking doctor or a lawyer. It don't work like that. Hell, you got to even have a doctorate to say that you're a doctor in something. Without one, you can't say that you're a doctor in something. So I really don't get it. I get it, and I'll tell you how it was explained to me when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, the only thing that can sometimes rival a standard degree, right? A degree in business or some shit like that. And I'm not knocking the degrees in business because I got one of those too. Not knocking that, but it is a degree in business, okay? It's not, it's not nothing. It's not specialized. You don't have to be accepted into any kind of program or whatever. You can, if you get in past the placement test in college, you can go on and sign up for any, a bachelor's in business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, a person a person that the only person that can kind of rival a person with a degree with degrees are people that have specialized experience, right? Now, unfortunately, you can't have specialized experience as a lawyer or a doctor or some of those other things, whatever, because that just don't work that way. Because see, those require license, and you do know that if somebody out here faking to be an attorney or a doctor, well, you do that's against the law, right? Well, so anyway, so a graduate of higher learning, right, can do several different things, right? That a person that hasn't graduated from higher learning or nowhere can't, right? They're literate. That's one. They're literate. They can speak and spell, and they're easy to be trained, right? So that's why a lot of times they graduate from college. So you see that degree on there, boom, they're going to hire you because they know that you got at least additional 2 or 4 years with some more education, which means that you can probably speak and spell pretty good. You're probably literate and can carry on a decent conversation. You talk to clients. You could do a multitude of things, right? But if you ghetto, or if you whatever, and you wasn't a success in K through 12, then you most likely can't do them goddamn things, right? It is what it is, right? And I truly don't get it. I truly don't fucking get it, right? I have a friend that was a director of psychology, right? She didn't get her degree until 2019 from that goddamn one of them schools that advertise on TV. Okay, but she had enough experience from. I mean, she's been in the medical field since she was 18, so she had enough experience. Worked for doctors, worked for hospitals, big hospitals, all kinds of places, whatever, to get that job as a director. She had been managing doctors for a long time. That's experience. That's priceless, right? And that, but she could never be a doctor because that requires a certification. That's something totally different. And here's the thing, right? She's going to make more or just about the same as a fucking doctor that's coming out. How about that? But it is what it is. But I tell you what, prior to her getting that degree about 4 years ago, if you will speak to her, she sound like she have one. Sound like a white lady. I ain't trying to say white is equivalent to smarts or anything like that, but she sound real proper or whatever. And she cuts your ass out, sounds real proper. I just don't understand some shit like that. She had some college, but she didn't have a 4-year degree. So she got that job. She graduated from a Catholic school and shit like that. Pretty much a degree is basically a tool that can get you into places where you can be the boss, you can be the employee, you can be the employer and operate your own motherfucking business. Now, I'm not saying a person without a degree can't, but sometimes it's going to be a struggle, and they're going to take a longer time to get there. It's not, and I'm not doing no hierarchy and shit like that. I'm not saying one better, whatever, but you have a whole bunch of arguments and shit about degrees and people be always shading what they call it, academia and all that type of bullshit. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, it seemed like to me, I don't know how nobody else was raised, but you really ain't have no option. You was going to get that education and more of it. And even if you took your ass in the service, your ass gonna get that degree. However you get it, however they give it to you in the service, you was gonna fucking get it. You better get a technical certificate or something. And if you get a certificate in something, you better be getting one so you can get your goddamn business. They don't want to hear shit in my family. They don't want to hear a goddamn thing. But listen here. And I think I done showed them text messages, whatever, how, they were rough on, not really rough, but just in that area. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and, being, how can I say this? You just don't understand how many fields of professions make more than attorneys and doctors. It's just what it is. So if you're a one-trick pony, if you think that's all if that's the only thing you can do, that's the only thing you're gonna get, and you think that gonna fucking crush the game with that one little piece of paper, you are sadly mistaken. There is no way in the world that I would limit myself to just one little piece of paper. I didn't. But that one little piece of paper makes it real easy for me to get jobs in which I'm not an hourly employee. Well, on one job, I'm not hourly, but I'm getting paid like, well, it is hourly, but if it's $100, that's still hourly. But still, y'all understand what I'm saying? So if it's $100 an hour, I mean, shit. That's just one little thing. Because I don't leave no money on the motherfucking floor. If I can motherfucking work it, I'm gonna motherfucking work it, right? And I'm gonna get started in a minute, y'all. And on top of that, so there is no need to. I just don't. I don't even understand what the conversation is all about, especially to with a motherfucker that ain't got shit. I mean, I can't if like if I buy whatever I buy and you don't buy none of that, how you talking about what I buy? I don't get none of that. I don't get the concept, the logic, because it's trapped in some bullshit over here. You understand what I'm saying? It's trapped in some fucking bullshit. I don't understand why you got to defend your shit to a motherfucker that don't have what you have. These people don't even understand that antiques hold value. They have a word out here in the fashion game called vintage and shit. People don't understand that a 1979 Porsche is worth a whole lot of fucking money. More than the shit you push around. Probably more than any shit any of us is pushing around, to be honest. It's worth a whole lot of fucking money. And that is an asset. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't motherfucking get it. I'd rather be a whole bunch of things other than a goddamn dummy. Because you see how dummies are motherfucking treated. You got people out here that don't have a fucking legitimate command of the elementary curriculum. Like, what? Like, shit that you can't say and spell correctly. You be like, what the fuck? And I was like, I don't understand none of it. And see, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to move on. A lot of us have kids that we're proud of, right? That's doing the goddamn thing in the working field and whatever that can fucking challenge half the motherfuckers that's talking about the parents, us, can challenge their motherfucking ass. I be goddamn if I'm gonna be this age and still be on my regular job, be an hourly employee, and not having employees. The fuck? My child ain't been on her job 9 years. I posted the goddamn W-2. Give a fuck. And she done had employees since like year 2. Like, huh? I don't get it. I don't even fucking get none of this. It's the mindset. It's the frame of mind. I just don't understand it. I'm so confused by it. I just don't get it. If having degrees and stuff like that, whatever, jobs, whatever, are accomplishments, and there's a problem with them, then you're the same as a motherfucker with these accomplishments and shit, and you're criticizing them. Well, why you don't have none? I don't get no. I don't get it. I don't get it. I done been in a couple of relationships where they didn't. One told me I was too smart for my own good, so that was enough. But you get into some type of fucking competition. Like, what? How is this a bad thing? I'm trying to figure out how is it a bad thing? Because I'm smarter than your ass. That's the only reason why it's a bad thing. Because statistically, I'm smarter than you. But you would have never heard those words if you wasn't acting like an ass, acting like we in some type of competition. But statistically, I'm smarter than your motherfucking ass. How about that? And I mean, it is fucking weird. It's the weirdest shit to me. But there's no way I'm gonna ever criticize nobody. And on my main and only career,
I done been there damn near half the years that I've been alive, and I'm still hourly, and I don't have no fucking employees. That don't make no motherfucking sense to me. What the fuck are you doing? Why you should go and get you a piece of paper. Maybe you can get you some employees. There ain't no way in hell. And I'm gonna make under $30 an hour. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? What the fuck is the conversation about? The fuck? It's unreal. You got motherfuckers that tell you the shit you buy fake or whatever. And nobody asks the question, well, how you know that? Which I don't buy fake shit. How would you know that? Are you there? What the fuck? And let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what my mama told me a long time ago. Because, you know, I did 14 years in the hood, right? I would go to my little friends' houses and shit, sit up there in the house, and they would they would ask their parents, say, Mama, can I make a sandwich? Mama, can I have some water? Mama, can I have this, whatever? And I'm looking like, because y'all just have to understand me. And I'm still this way to this day. Everything is a fucking shock to me. My eyes be wide open, like, what the fuck? Like, you got to ask your mama, can you go in the refrigerator to eat? To make a sandwich? And I went and I told my mama, oh my God, they have to ask, can they go in the refrigerator and make a sandwich and this and all that we just have to do is we know to make sure our hands clean. I ain't never asked nobody, my mama and them, nobody. Can I go make a sandwich? Are you fucking crazy? They would look at you stupid if you came to my house. And my child ain't never had to ask them, can I have this to eat? Can I make a sandwich, whatever? And I know some people, raise that way. Maybe sometimes that's a part of how the house was structured. But that's a shock to me. That shocks my system. Like, what the fuck you mean? Can I get some? Eating is essential. What you talking about? The fuck? Like, and so my mama told me, she said that people who was raised kind of rough and didn't have a lot and all that, whatever, they usually going to be mad in life. And if they run across somebody like you, whatever, you're gonna be mad at you. They're gonna have a problem with you. For what, and they always still, back then they threw around that J word, which I don't like, that jealous word, because I don't understand what that's about. But they're gonna have a problem, because they had to take, it's what it is. They always gonna have some type of issue with your motherfucking ass. I'm just letting you know. And she told me that. She told me that. And I'm like, huh? I'm pulling up the shit, y'all. I'm pulling up the shit while I'm talking shit. Right, hey, purple. Yeah. Like, can I get something to eat? I wish my child would have ever asked me something like that. I would have probably beat her to death just by her asking me some shit like that. If you don't get your ass out of here, you trying to be funny? Can I have something? Can I have something to eat? Shit. Girl. Girl. Yeah, can I have something to eat? So I don't even know. And a lot of people out here be forgetting, but they done said some things, and they come back and contradict themselves, or they just lying, or hypocritical one. I don't know. It's one of three. I don't get it, but I'm trying to tell you, I ain't no way in the hell. Now, because I like to be an asshole sometimes, because I know shit gets into people's soul. I might put it something in their motherfucking soul or their face or whatever which one you want to choose, and just and back up off it. And I'm just doing it not to show off or whatever, just because you want to put the challenge out there or whatever. And I'm going to give just the things that maybe make you look crazy, sound crazy. Maybe I won't sometime. Maybe I'll withhold that information, whatever, because I know it's going to run you fucking crazy. And that's how these motherfuckers are. I don't know. So, this is Mr. Old Ass. This is the paperwork drop. It says, okay, this is the judgment in a criminal case. Defendant was found guilty on counts 1, 3, 9, 10, 12 of the superseding indictment after a plea of not guilty. So let me see if we can tell how many times this indictment was superseded. Okay. So it superseded 1 in the summertime, 2 in 2001. So that means 3 times, right? See, they don't even have that written out right. So I think that's right. I think it is 3. No, it's 2. It was superseded twice. That's 1, and that's 2. Yeah, that's 1, and that's 2. Oh, that's 1, that's 2. So it was superseded twice. Jesus. Okay. All right. The defendant has been found not guilty on counts 4, 8, 11, and 13 of the superseding indictment. The forfeiture allegation is dismissed on the motion of the United States. Okay. So remember in that part I read, remember the government said they dismissed the forfeiture. Okay. So it is ordered that the defendant must notify the United States Attorney for this district within 30 days of any change of name, residence, or mailing address until all fines, restitution costs, and special assessments imposed by this judgment are fully paid. If ordered to pay restitution, the defendant must notify the court and the United States Attorney of material changes in economic circumstances. Imprisonment. The defendant is hereby committed to the custody of the Federal Bureau of Prisons to be imprisoned for a total term of 228 months on counts 1 through 3 of superseding indictment. It isn't written how I'm reading it, but this is what it means. Okay. That is to be ran concurrent to all other counts and docket number 19 CR 286 S-3001 ED&Y, Eastern District of New York. 12 months is on counts 1 through 3 to run concurrent to all other counts but consecutive to docket number 19 CR 286 S-3/3001 ED&Y, Eastern District of New York. All right, let me tell you what that means. Okay. The reason why they broke it out, you see what they said on counts 1 through 3. So that's what is 1, 2, and 3. Is that what it is, or 1? Was he convicted on? Counts 1 through 3. Okay. All right. So just in case, just say an appeal goes through. Okay. Just say an appeal goes through. It's granted, right? Or they decide to whatever to any of these charges. Okay, any of these counts. They have to plainly state which one. So if he successfully appeals counts 1 through 3, then though he's out of out of custody. Well, not. I'm just talking like I'm not thinking about New York. I'm just talking about Illinois. If he successfully appeals counts 1 through 3, those 228 months goes away, right? So you have to express it like that. And it says concurrent to all other counts on docket number. So am I confusing y'all? I'm not around the front. I just want to make sure y'all understand that, because I'm looking at it, but all those words aren't there. But I'm trying to break it down so you can understand. Because when I get to the next lines, then you'll understand why you need to know what it means, why they have it from 1 through 3. So just in case, just say he's up on appeal. They don't give them. They don't. They say no. We're gonna affirm or uphold what the lower court said for counts 1 through 3. So he has another count there. He has other counts he was convicted on. Counts what, 9, 10, and 12. So if he gets vindicated on counts 9, 10, and 12, whatever the other ones are, that means that he still has to do 228 months, because counts 1 through 3 is concurrent. So he won't be going on well on 220 for 228 months. So I'm gonna get down to the next line, so it should explain it even more. 180 months on count 9 and 12 to run concurrent to all other counts, right? So if his appeal goes through and they set it aside, they vacate it, for counts 9 and 12, then it's reduced 180 months. You go to the next line, it says 120 months on count 10 to run concurrent with the EDNY. So if they appeal count 10 successfully, then that takes out the 120 months to run concurrent. I'm gonna try to go through that a little so it won't be that choppy. Okay, so let me explain to you, because I know everybody is, hoping for an appeal or whatever, right? Or if he gets relief at any point, whether it be an appeal, habeas corpus, whatever. If he successfully appeals counts 1 through 3, then the 228 months goes away, right? If he successfully appeals counts 9 through 12, then 180 months goes away. If he successfully appeals count 10, then 120 months goes away. All right. Now, I'm only talking about Illinois. An appeal with regards to Illinois. He has to file 2 separate appeals, one for New York and one for Illinois. If he appeals Illinois and it is successful, you have to come back and refer to this sheet and to see what is being wiped away. Because see, when you appeal, they can appeal the whole thing, the whole entire case itself, or they can appeal certain counts. So, and also this also means, because remember when I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to get the judgment to see how many months he's given per count or whatever, right? This also means that he gave 228 months on count 1 through 3, 180 months on counts 9 and 12, and 120 months on count 10. Now, where is the... It says, okay, counts 1 to 3 to run concurrent to all other counts, but consecutive. Okay, so yeah, 12 months. Okay, also, because that was hidden in here. Also, right here, the 12 months that I was just looking for, he also gave 12 months on counts 1, 2, 3 to run consecutive. So that 12 months on count 1, 2, 3, 1 through 3 is also running consecutive to New York. So if he successfully appeals counts 1 through 3, he will take away the 228 months as well as that 1 year that's consecutive. So let me come around the front and make sure I ain't fuck y'all up. Because it's not written there. Okay, but this is what it means. So let me make sure I'm around the front. Make sure I ain't fucking y'all up. What's up, Tor, Dorothy? Hey, Peter. So, does anybody understand what I'm saying? Because when an appeal goes on, you can either appeal the whole sentence, the whole thing, or they may successfully appeal some of the counts, right? You see what he gave each count. Well, not really each. We 1 through 3. He lumped those together. Oh, he's so lazy. Oh my God. He is so lazy. One through 3. 228 months. And 1 year. That's 228 months concurrent, 1 year consecutive. 180. I'm trying to remember this. 180 for counts 9 and 12. I believe that's it. Hold on, let me go back. And 120 months on count 10. So how many months? 12. So just say, like I said, if he got rid of counts 1 through 3, he only be dealing with 180 months. So how many months? How many years is that? How many months is that? Hold on. So it'll be 15 years. So if he even gets relief from the counts 1 through 3, he still be looking at 15 years in there. But getting rid of counts 1 through 3 also gets rid of that 1 year that would be consecutive to the 30 years that he have out there in New York. All right, so he will still be there for 15 years. Yeah. Y'all get it? Y'all understand what I'm telling you? Because it's not written here like that. Okay, it's not written here like that. I'm just telling you what it means. Okay, well, I want to get down to the money, honey. All right, so it says upon release from imprisonment, you shall be supervised release for a term of 3 years on counts 1 through 3, 9, 10, 12 to run concurrent to each other and to docket number 19 CR 286 S/3, -3 -001 ED and Y. Okay. So that means once he completes the terms of his imprisonment, right? Whatever it is, minus the good time, gang time, then he's going to be, under supervised release for terms of 3 years for counts 1 through 3, 9, 10, and 12. That's the standards of conditions of supervision, special conditions. I want to get to the money. All right. So he has an assessment of $600, restitution of only $42,000, a fine of nothing. Oh, victim's assessment, nothing. And the other victim's assessment, oh shit, let me read. Let me see what happened. Okay. All right. So the AVA, what is it? The AVAA assessment, right? So that is stands for the Amy, Vicky, and Andy Child Pornography Victims Assistance. He awarded that assessment nothing, right? Remember in New York, they awarded, I think it was a JVTA, maybe one of them. They awarded them, I think it was 40,000 or 100,000, one of them. Then it says Justice for Victims of Trafficking Act. That would be the JVTA. He gave that assessment 0 as well, child. Ooh. J Bo, honey, child, she's doing the damn thing. I ain't mad at her. He did order that the payment is to begin immediately. And okay, so this is how the payments will be applied, right? First to the assessment, which we know is did he have a wait a minute, did he have a regular assessment? Oh, he had a $600 regular assessment, right? Then second to the restitution principle. Third to the restitution interest. Okay. So the restitution, grows interest. So the principle is that was it is it 42,000? Yeah, the restitution is 42,000. Then the 4, the AVAA assessment, which is 0. 5, the fine principle. Okay, so the fine is going to come in, after the did he get a fine? I don't think he got a fine. Nope, he didn't get a fine either. Then you got the fine interest. So then he got community restitution. He didn't get that. Okay. And then he has the JVTA assessment. That's that other victim's assessment. Again, didn't get anything for that. Then he get the number 9 is penalties. And number 10, the cost, including the cost of prosecution and courts, right? And that's the end of that. Now let me show you what they had the nerve to put in this goddamn. Somebody gonna have to tell me something about Illinois. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This ain't even necessary. Look at this. This is the other filing. What is this? They got Pauline up there. Let me see what did they label it? What did they title it? Hold on. I'm so sleepy, y'all. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. They titled it Victim Information List. And they put her name up here. $42,000 losses for past therapy. No address, probably citing Marcy's law. So yeah, that's what they put in that system. Yeah, and anytime y'all want to file a police report or file some any type of most types of court documentation, whatever, and you want your information to remain anonymous, even if you file it against someone, cite Marcy's law. But you have to do it when you go there. If you're doing it for yourself, do it when you go there so they'll put it in the system correctly. Cite Marcy's law. That way, if you got a crazy ass boyfriend, motherfucking stalkers, that way they can be on paper and don't even, hey. Anyway, just cite Marcy's law. I don't know. Boy, I know I'm sleepy as hell. I don't know why I told y'all that. But anyway, so let me go ahead on and drop this link and everything because so we can talk about this goddamn BOP shit. Oh, so I already got the papers up from there. So listen, okay? Again, now I somebody I don't know who that was. I don't feel like getting no argument. Was saying that you know, if Bonjing is going with the BOP, email thing, whatever, that's what they're holding on to, whatever, right? And also, you have R. Kelly out here on the circuit now with Gorgeous Dre and all these other characters, right? This motherfuckers popping up from everywhere. Okay, you don't have to buy what I say. You can go ask somebody else. There's no problem with me. But once again, just because J-Bo writes it in an argument, in a brief, it does not mean that it is the law. It does not mean that it has merit. It does not mean that it has legal standing. It doesn't mean none of that. It just means she's doing her job. That's all it means. Hey, Stephanie, that's all it means. She's doing her job. Because if everything she said was concrete and this, that, and the third, then she would have gotten her motions approved. Granted, let me say granted, Lord. I know I'm sleeping. Granted. Think. This is the part of the program where we ask you to think. Think. If everything she says and does was the gospel according to the law, then hers, as well as the ones that has come before her that worked on this case, would have their motions granted. I have said this 100 times. When they put in their briefs, it's only a persuading argument. That is all it is. Your persuading arguments could have facts in them, and it, don't have to have facts. You don't supposed to lie, but you know what I'm saying. So, oh, shit. Just because, I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy. Oh, I'm sleeping. Just because she said it doesn't make it so. And it's not a challenge, but she knows that. And she ain't gonna come out and tell you that, because she is actively working. I can tell you that. And I'm supporting what I say because her emotions, just like any other attorney, have been denied. And just because R. Kelly is saying it does not make it any more factual. He, it seemed to think that this BOP thing is the linchpin. Is the way out. Now I'm trying to look. Let me look for. Hold on. Let me go back and look for the motion to compel. Oh God. Okay, is that the response? Okay. And did he even respond? Did he even order on it? Well, now I'm looking for the judge's order. It begins. Right there. Right there. There. Okay. Jury trial. Jury trial. Did he even respond to it? I mean, some people say he did. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, what number is this? I can't stand Chicago. I swear for God, I don't like how they do their paperwork. Okay, motion compel is entry 242. I gotta find entry 242. This is ridiculous. 242. Okay, he's down here answering 295 and 296. What you said to 242 though? That's 292, 293, 294. I'm coming, y'all. Just give me a minute. He's answering 30. No. Hold on. Propose. Okay. Order to quash. Did he even respond? Another order. Yeah, I'm looking at how they put the damn. I'm just looking at this. They didn't even count the superseding indictments in on the order they put in. I don't have time for that. They didn't even put the write it correctly out on here. Nope. Nope. No. So I don't see where he responds. Some people say he respond. I don't see it. That's 242. 261 was the response. To respond to the defendant. Motion. Order. Let me see about this. Limited. Okay, rules on the motion of limited video pre-trial. Nope, that's not it. Motion. Okay, wait a minute. He did. Wait a minute. Did he say something about 246? Hold on. No, that's 242. Oh, I'm looking for 242, y'all. Hold on. I got happy. I thought I saw something. Oh, he did say something about 242. Hold on. Case motion compelled. Oh, wait a minute. Let me capture this. Hold on. I think I got something, y'all. From the judge. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. The government shall file its response to Kelly's motion to introduce evidence under Rule 412, which is the rule, one of the rules of what is that? What's 412? That's not evidence. It's 412 evidence? Hold on. No, that's not evidence. Sex offense cases. Wait a minute. Oh, that's wait a minute. Is that evidence? Okay, embarrassment, sexual exclusivity. Oh no, that's dealing with sex offenses. Never mind. Never mind. Hold on. We're gonna figure out where the fuck did it go. Okay, here we go. All right. So they get motion. Okay, so the introduce evidence under Rule 412, and it responded to entry 237. Kelly's motions to compel discovery 242, and Kelly's motions to bar testimony from government sexual abuse expert 243 on and before August 8th. Okay, so and they did that. They did that on the 8th. And did he respond with he got a sealed response to 239. Hold on. This man ain't even respond to this shit. About no goddamn BOP emails. Wait a minute. There's a reason why I'm going through this. I'm gonna tell you in a few minutes. That's 275. Jury trial. Motion for relief. Motion eliminate. Response. Text entry. What is this? He's down to 295. He didn't even respond to it. Now you know what? I'm gonna cuss y'all out. I'm gonna come back around this. I'm gonna cuss. Order on. Hey. Okay, I'm gonna come right here and cuss y'all out. Because I'm sleepy and I'm crazy. First of all, the judge didn't even respond. Now, if it was done in court, or if it was done, okay, if it was done in like, just say he did it throughout the trial, right? Some at some point during the trial. Then that would have been in the transcript. Ain't nobody finna go through and look at no motherfucking transcript for no motion to compel. I'm not finna do that. Okay. If he did it oral, right? Then we would see that entry, that text entry, that oral entry in FACEM. I don't see it. Meaning if he did it on a call or whatever, because I told you how he likes to handle a bunch of things at one time. I figured that out long time ago, like on the first one or two things that he addressed, right? 1 2 issues he addressed. So, but normally when you don't see them respond to it at all, that means that they denied it. Okay, that tells the attorney that he denied it. So I'm trying to figure out where's y'all getting all this phantom information. Y'all come up with a lot of phantom ass information. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't understand where it comes from. Like a lot of y'all make up shit because y'all want it to go that way. And if it ain't that way, it ain't that way. And I'm just a firm believer. And let me tell you something. I have faith. You wouldn't believe. Trust me. I have belief. I have all of that. Okay? The faith I be having, sometimes be blind faith, right? It's like, you hear some bad news and you just have faith that it's going, it's going to come out, a different way. I have faith when I have some facts that it suggests that it won't come out, good in who's ever favor. But I'd be damned if I'm going to, I'm gonna have that same faith, but when I recount what the actual facts are, I'm not going to change them just because I got some faith going on. No, if I said, listen, they might have to take off your toe. I hope they don't. I'm not going to say the people ain't say that. When I'm sitting right here and I heard them say they're going to take your toe off. No, that's not what I'm going to do. I understand this. I'm tired of looking through these motherfucking papers. Shit. He's sending me off on these motherfucking goddamn ghost riding ass motherfucking shit. Hell. Now listen. Show our motherfucking shit together. Now listen. I'm going to explain this. Again. During New York, the BOP situation came up. It was over the airways, over the media. And one person said that the Chicago Times or whatever will write anything or whatever. I don't know what that means. That don't have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. They can write whatever. But I don't even understand. Let me read exactly what it said. Because I don't want to go into the wrong spirit with this shit. Because I'm sleepy. And I tend to get a little ignorant. So y'all just excuse me. Sometimes we ain't dealing with our normal crowd sometimes, but hold on. They said something about I can't really having all these kind of conversations because I get confused. Wait a minute. They said, hold on. Let me read what they said. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what they first said to me. They said, I need my glasses on. Why will it be in his New York paperwork when, according to R. Kelly and his defense team, they didn't learn about the BOP investigation until after the New York case was over? So when dive into the New York paperwork and don't find it, that's why it's not there. Okay. Woo. Jesus Christ. Okay, so here's the thing, right? There, and I pulled up an article, and there was several articles from different places, not just the Sun Times, different places that talked about this whole BOP thing. That article was dated on 9/7. So it's not to discredit. I don't know why would discrediting the media outlet be substantial. It has nothing to do with it. Here's the law. Okay. When it broke, okay, when that story broke, it became discoverable both to the prosecution as well as the defense. So if the defense knew about it or should have known about it, hold on, let me see how that actually stated. Hold on, wait a minute, I don't want to lie, because I think it's a clause of that. Hold on. Matter of fact, I can go right to the paperwork because they motherfucking cited it. Hold on, Brady. Brady. Kelly claims that without support, that all materials OIG collected during his investigation likely constitutes Brady information. Kelly does not cite a single supporting document information relevant to the allegations, such as. Okay, so the government has duty to disclose any information in its possession as favorable to the defense and material either to give a punishment. Brady, blah blah blah. Okay, so Marvin, even if Mr. McGee had received such material, Kelly fails to articulate how Kelly's visitation list or phone calls constitute Brady material that would tend to exculpate him. Right. Okay. But in any event, Kelly knows who visited him and with whom he talked to on the phone, and such the information is in his possession. Right. Okay. Okay. Impeaching evidence required to be disclosed to the defendant. Okay, suppression of exculpatory or impeaching evidence required to disclose to the defendant pursuant to Brady does not occur when the defendant could have discovered it himself through reasonable diligence. Bam, that's what I needed. Right down. That's what I needed. Okay. I was talking right. Okay, I'm sleeping. So, if he knew about this breach or could have reasonably known about the breach, and he is involved in the material that they're talking about, then that does not constitute a Brady violation. That's number one. Number two, they're also saying that the information, because with Brady and Giglio and some other stuff, but Brady and Giglio are the ones that we hear mainly. That's evidence that is exculpatory, right? Meaning that it exculpates the defendant. So it has to be evidence to do just that. Visitation and phone. Oh, y'all ain't gonna like this live. I don't woke the fuck up. Y'all ain't gonna like this live. Hey, y'all ain't gonna like this. Ooh, this is getting worse. Oh shit. So visitation, money hiding behind the couch, and shit like that is not evidence that will be considered exculpatory because it does not free the defense. Ooh, therefore, if the motherfucking prosecution knew about it or they didn't, it doesn't rise to the level of prosecutorial misconduct. This is getting worse for you. Listen, y'all, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. Are y'all gonna sit up there and keep handing the OCOV people shit to heckle y'all about? Don't do that. Get off that motherfucking horse while it's laying down. Just get off it. Wait a minute. Oh, every time I go to fucking doing a dive, here we go. I come up with some more shit. Damn. Oh my gosh. Listen. Oh my gosh. Y'all gonna have to get up off that horse one way or the other. Let that horse go free. It gets worse. So we already, well, I've been trying to tell you, but you don't have to accept it from me, that in order to make this an issue to where he could possibly be ordered a new trial or whatever at the appellate level, right? But in favor of him. You got to make it a prosecutorial misconduct if you're coming for the BOP thing, because you can't just say, hey, my rights was violated because somebody from the BOP breached my shit, which is wrong, right? They broke the law with regards to, procedure, right? Regulations at the BOP. Under the Constitution, he got rights. Prisoners have rights. They have privacy rights and things of that nature. Yes, they do have rights under privacy. They do. You are absolutely correct. He has rights under privacy and things of that nature. But that does not constitute a new trial, vacation of a sentence or anything like that. Get him out of jail free card. No. Because see, at the appellate level, you go to running into some other issues. Remember, I talked to y'all about errors. They don't go away. You can't circumvent the process. They're going to take them through the process. Okay? And I can even go, and even when you get to, to file a writ of habeas corpus, yeah, so you can talk about stuff that wasn't on the record, but you still got to answer some of the same fundamental questions. Would the outcome would have been different, and whatever the test is, with regards to that. However she prepares it. So I don't know how she would prepare it. There's no way I can know that, so I can't speak to that. But you still got to answer the same questions. But now we got a problem. Because she tried her best. Now this is her writing. And the prosecution responded. So don't tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Tell her and the prosecutors that. When they start talking about Brady violations, things of that nature, in that particular area, start talking about prosecutorial misconduct and things of that nature. All right? It's a bunch of stuff, a bunch of items that are seen. Well, I'm not going to move that yet. But let me stay right there. So, even, and these are certain steps. I don't care what you think it should be. I don't care about that. I'm telling you what it is. I like to just deal with what it is. not what you think it should be. That makes for a very impassioned fucking argument. What you think it should be, that plays well on the court. But what it is, something totally different. So if it is a prosecutorial, if it rises to the level of prosecutorial misconduct, and remember, you got to get it there. They even saying that the information ain't even something that's exculpatory. So it's like a double, it's like you bumping your head. It's like the shit, for it to be prosecutorial misconduct, it got to be one of the ways. It got to be Brady material. Well, it's not even Brady material because they're talking about $1,500 in the couch and some motherfucking visitation logs. That ain't nothing to free nobody. Y'all, oh my God, And on top of that, so we get that out the way. So does everybody understand that the BOP shit ain't even exculpatory? So let me go in order in my head, okay? Because I take this a wrap off the riff. Now I'm gonna forget. So check this out right here. So let's fast forward to if it makes it on appeal. Just say this ridiculous argument makes it upon appeal. Do you know that they've already deemed that the information that was in the BOP shit, that's the subject of what everybody's talking about, would definitely not affect the outcome of somebody's case? So now you're dealing with errors. Remember, I went through errors? I think I went through errors on 3 lives. Now you got, is it a harmless error? Meaning that the jury would have ruled that way regardless. Or is it a reversible error? Meaning that the verdict would have been different without that error. This is what they ask when you get to the appellate level. They deal with errors. You can't have no ghetto shit talking about, yeah, he showed my other girlfriend and she got mad and testified against me. Huh? Or, she wouldn't have read that shit. She wouldn't have got mad. She would still been under Trump Tower. That ain't no motherfucking shit. That you can't march that in no goddamn way. That lady will lose her license. That's why she ain't saying shit. She ain't pressed the issue no more after that motion to compare, after it was responded to. She ain't said shit else. As far as like putting it in writing and shit like that. She ain't pressed the issue that hard. And even if she does, she know that she just setting that up for a larger part of for a larger argument. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Y'all drive me crazy. But Stephanie, hey, Mo, but Stephanie, but listen, you got to listen to what I'm saying. You got to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get y'all to understand. Well, I mean, well, hey, Miss Tanya. But listen, Stephanie. I need you to listen to me. I think everybody can acknowledge the breach at the BOP was violated for sure. Their rules and regulations for sure. We do know that prisoners are afforded some level of privacy, but I guess it's also a warning out there. You got to watch what you put in the motherfucking skies because they're not responsible. Okay. So they like they got privacy with regards to medical records, things of that nature. That's just standard. But this shit goes, it's a process. It's not just because that happened, automatically that nullifies this whole entire procedure. Does not work like that way. If that was the case, then nobody would be in jail. Everybody would be out. Shit. Every motherfucking body would be out. And I'm gonna I don't know. I think I done told that story a couple times. Okay, when the bitch stole a few of our fucking identifications and shit. I'm working there. And I still had to go through a process and procedure for a long time to prove what you, babe, you don't want me to get started to telling that story. That's a whole process. And I didn't recover one dime from it. She had to pay some people because she did a bunch of shit. I didn't have to, but I didn't recover one dime from it. I don't think his lawyer is giving him false hope. I don't think his lawyer is giving him false hope. I don't believe that. I believe his lawyer did her job. She was told about this BOP shit or found out about it or whatever. Whether somebody told her about it or she found out about it, how everybody else found out or whatever. And she used that maybe as a prop to set up something larger. Okay? Because you also got to think about it. When she walks in, well, you do have a bench now, Some of them gonna go right by the law as it is written, as it is stated, as it is, And some of them are going to interpret it. Some are going to do a combination. But the more she has to fire off with, the better her chances. And so I understand this argument. But what I don't get, what I don't understand, I understand what she's doing because she's doing her job. What I don't understand is everybody marching around like this is the thing that's gonna free them. It's some more other shit that's more factual than this shit. And y'all spend a lot of time on this bullshit. Now you're getting on my motherfucking nerves. I'm trying to tell you that. Now, if I was close to some of you motherfuckers, I'd slap the shit out you. I'm just playing. I'm playing, y'all. But I'm trying to tell you, for some reason, y'all think that they can mock, and then it's on a damn near ghetto ass premise. as if the prosecution don't want you to flip on the person by any means necessary. They don't give a fuck what caused it, long as that didn't cause it. I don't give a fuck. If I sat up here and told, listen, I don't work well, not I don't say everywhere, but I don't, work some good motherfucking places that gave me some additional experience outside of this shit. I'm the type of person that, yeah, I'll march in there to be in your legal department or some shit like that. But you best believe, whatever class they got, whatever training they got, and they say I can go in there, that's where the fuck I'm going. Okay? So I'm gonna learn some other shit. I'm gonna maximize utility on your motherfucking ass at your place. What they call it now, leveraging and shit. But anyway, I don't know why I said it, because I'm delirious as hell. But what I'm saying is, there's extra shit, other shit that has a legal, that has legal standing, that is that you can probably bring a cause of action or somehow. And you got to think about it. And I keep telling you, now this is post conviction phase. The burden is on you. Ain't no more, oh, I ain't got to prove my case. The fuck you do. If you bring the action, right? You bring the appeal. The prosecutor ain't bringing it. And keep in mind that when you bring that appeal, guess who's going to show the fuck up? The prosecution. They're going to have their evidence. So it gets worse. I just wouldn't, she going, how would she try to write it to where it maybe, and she knew that if she wrote that shit the way y'all running it out around here, that they would come for her motherfucking license. That's why she tried to make it, a prosecutorial misconduct matter. I appreciate y'all. But I'm just trying to say, and I'm not finna toot. What's up, Shouter? I'm not finna toot our record over him, but we get it pretty right. Hey, Vanessa. And nobody can ever understand, how would I know what I know and get it right? I don't know. Maybe if you think I'm that smart without any training or schooling, well, okay. No, but listen. But just get back on things, right? No, all jokes aside, right? All jokes aside. I don't like to see people get their hopes up so high and, this is it. And then come to find out that wasn't it. Because that is heartbreaking. You set anybody ever gone to a closing, right? To a house. Lord have mercy. And they say, okay, come on this date. Everything is all right. Everything is all ready. All you got to do is sign. Sign. And then when you get there, it's some bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with your credit or nothing like that. It's some extra bullshit that's going on. And you be there for hours, or you may have to come back the next day to get it straight. Like, what the fuck is going on? Well, no more, but I had to explain some extra shit. The fact that If this wasn't brought up in New York, it's not going to come up on New York appeal unless she's trying to sneak it in and say, okay, this is ineffective assistance of counsel. So meaning she's only going to use the BOP as a storyline, not the main motherfucking attraction, because ineffective assistance of counsel is a violation of his constitutional rights. So she can go that route. But then, but and if and just say, okay, just say, because there's an error that maybe they can sneak this in the BOP shit in. Okay, but then just say that gets on the table. There's an error that will allow him to sneak this in. Okay, but when you get there, you got to demonstrate what prevented you from bringing this up during the trial. So it's like we go, you know, when you go to this to the right, the door shut. You go to the left, the door shut. The door gonna shut it. Like it's gonna. Well, what prevented you from bringing this to trial? You know that falls upon a procedural bar. And on this and this ain't shit. I'm telling you, it may come up as a part of her argument, just to show an example of how fair, unfair the government has been, and so on and so forth. Whatever her crafty pen is going to say. But you think that somebody is going to give him a new trial based on y'all got it out here like they're gonna give him a new trial based on these BOP emails? And no, uh-uh. Mm-mm. Well, you got to answer that. Like, so hey, it's a whole bunch of shit. Hey, Miss V, right? Okay, Miss V, I can understand that, but what I'm saying is, I don't like because he sounds so like this is it right here, and he's wasting his minutes calling Pretty Dre and all these other motherfucking characters and shit like that. I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on? And see, a lot of people, y'all don't have a heart. Now I do. I might want to punch in the motherfucker, but I have a heart, right? And to hear him sound so destitute and desperate, like, no, dude, you got much more. Well, I don't know about much more, but you got other shit, other cards you can play. Don't put all your eggs in this basket, because those eggs are going to crack. I mean, if this was so powerful, why didn't she persist and bring it up? Keep persisting with it, being persistent. She brought it up with Illinois, which let me know that this is just a small part of a larger argument. That's not even the proper venue. If you're talking about uh, a witness in New York read the motherfuckers and I guess somehow was tampered with, that girl's in New York. She had nothing to do with Illinois. she's gonna. But I'm just saying, this ain't it. Intoxicated fire. And just you the police. You don't get me in trouble. Uh, so let me see. What angles she can play? What angles she can go with? She definitely could play the evidentiary ruling, right? She can play that angle, which are issues of fact, right? Errors with issues of fact. Errors of fact. I'm sorry. And y'all gotta understand the same. Um, sometimes you know somebody from a different district may not district, but a different jurisdiction may use refer to it as one thing, and another jurisdiction may refer to it as something else, but they're talking about the same thing, right? So I try to stay consistent, right? So could be issues with the facts, right? The facts of the case, were they understood correctly, um, and all of that. Then you have issues of the law, right? Was the rulings correct? Was what was admissible, was it admitted, and what was inadmissible, it was not allowed. You got those type of things that always comes up. Um, all of this, it really amounts to errors. Okay, what she can find, what would be an error. This all depends on what she is going to argue that were errors. But also, was the shit preserved on the record? And if you're able to get somebody to listen to, well, hey, it wasn't, I was prevented from bringing this because of this, that, and the third. Then even once you get there, then you got to answer the question. Okay, well, hey, how do we remedy this? Because the last thing they want to consider is to overturn a verdict that they consider a proper verdict, right? So they're gonna ask, what can we do to remedy this? Hey, the remedy might be a new trial. So hey, that's pretty good. But when you start talking about corruption and things of that nature, and somebody being violated and all of that, it's not good enough for you to say that. You got to prove that, because keep in mind, on the other side, when you get finished saying your shit, the prosecutor goes next. Because now they got to defend why they brought the case in the first place. They got to defend everything you say. The roles reverse now. Well, that's fine if he wants Tasha K to get in trouble. I'll even go as far as this. If he really want to get it popping, why don't he sue the BOP? That would prompt could prompt a very, very fucking intensive investigation. The bar is low when it comes to civil cases, meaning, evidence that's normally wouldn't be admitted in a criminal case is admitted in the civil cases, and this, that, and the third, right? And then what happens? He gets to get all this information. He really does get the results of the BOP investigation and what have you. He'll maybe get a little couple coins out of it, and he'll see what he has. He can press the issue for Tasha K and whomever to pay for this or whatever. If she broke the law, if they see her as breaking the law. But she didn't steal the shit, she just talked about it. So I think she's pretty safe. Now that Officer A might be in a little trouble, but Tasha K is pretty safe by my calculation. But this does not, but he is advocating, R. Kelly is advocating for an out. I'd be glad when they answer this crazy shit. So this can be over with. This BOP shit can be over with because motherfuckers about to get in a fight. No, it's not detrimental to him, and he can advocate for whatever he wants. He can. He's been advised not to talk about his case. It's two different things. When I'm saying when they say talk about the case, they mean go into detail. Okay, that is attorney-client privilege, right? They're going to details, going to shit that, if released, could, damage him in some kind of way, him going forward, right? Oh, I'm so sleepy. But in this case, I'm just saying, it's like a constant, this man thinks that the damn BOP email is his best shot, and it is not. It's so much other stuff you can come up with, and she's gonna come up with it. We know that, but the focus to me is just so crazy. And I understand, the support for Kels and shit like that, but he don't know shit about no goddamn law. He just going by what he been told. Now, and she get up there and say, Judge Your Honor, my client email was stolen and distributed to bloggers and a government cooperative. In those emails, it contained information that my client was talking to his other girlfriend, which the other girlfriend knew about the other girlfriend. They were talking about hiding money in a couch, who's going to be up next for visitation, and who's Papa Bear and who's Baby Bear and all of that. When the girlfriend that was already kind of mad at him read that, she was already in the paperwork, already in indictment. But when she read that, that's when she decided that she was going to testify against him. Now, Your Honor, I think that constituted that breach from the BOP and Officer A distributing the contents of his emails and his calls and his visitation logs and shit like that. Who's putting money on the books and all of that constituted a violation of my client's rights. And based on that, I believe my client deserves another day in court. I think his sentence should be vacated, set aside. Or at least sent back down to the lower court for them to vacate the convictions with regards to Jane Doe number 5. And that bench of judges is going to ask her a whole round of fucking. Well, hold on, now I ain't gonna get to them yet. And then that prosecutor is going to come up there and say, Judge, Your Honor, this was the contents of the email and stuff that one of the client's girlfriends read or got a hold to or was made aware of. Within the email, the visitation logs, or the calls, there was nothing produced, although illegally, that was exculpatory to the client. I mean, to the client, Lord, to the defendant. There was nothing that speaks of his freedom. There was no evidence that would assist in his freedom. I don't even know where to go after that. Hold on, let me think of something. Because I want to make it good. There was nothing in that breach that would have made this trial or the verdict go any different. We proved our case. We had documentary evidence. We had every kind of evidence you can think of. Testimony. We had everything. That would even, and I'm not saying this is not what they're going to say, but I'm just saying this. And a lot of times you can have evidence like that, and a person can truly be not guilty, but you have that much evidence in that many categories, and if they can prove that shit, then your ass most likely gonna be found guilty, even if you ain't guilty. And how many cases have we seen where a person wasn't guilty, but the prosecutor got up there and put on that, whatever, proved on this, that, and the third, and bam, they were found guilty. And to kind of find out some years later, they weren't even in the goddamn vicinity. You know what I'm saying? But let me get on to this ridiculousness. And we showed I don't know where else to go. The conviction was consistent with our indictment and the jury charge. On top of that, this BOP breach was discoverable, meaning the defendant knew about it. He could have, as I'm using prosecutor's word, if he'd have done his due diligence, he could have known about it. And brought it to, and made it a part of made an objection to it during trial. I'm sleepy, y'all. Made an objection to it during trial. Raised it during the trial. Then it would have been on record. And we could have had an oral argument there during the New York trial. That didn't happen in the instant case. Instead, it was brought up months later to a year or so later during the Illinois trial. It didn't even have anything to do with New York. So it wasn't a matter then. Why is it a matter now? It's going to go on and on and on. And the judge and all those the bench of judges are going to say, well, you know what? We get people to cooperate. Well, they're gonna remember back when they were beating the pavement, however they started, when they were working tirelessly as a prosecutor or whatever they were doing, however they got to where they got there, whatever road they traveled. And they're going to say, you know what? We did all kind of shit to get a witness to cooperate, meaning or testify. Let's say testify. We didn't break the law, but we bent to get them to testify. You know, even if they made something like a promise, that's not against the law to get somebody to testify. So I say something like a promise, okay? Um, all kinds of shit. We sent a wife pictures of her husband fooling around. We, the government, sent that. Because we need her to flip. Yes, we need her to flip. Because we figure she know where the bones are buried. They do all of that. So that argument, that notion, that argument just, oh my God. I don't know what is going on. Like, where am I? Well, Ms. V, I hardly believe that, he doing all of this just for, shits and giggles. No, he trying to get up out of there. And while it is true, if your rights have been violated, then hey, a review is definitely something that most likely is going to happen if they feel like your rights have been violated. But here's the thing. Just because it's reviewed, just because it's reviewed does not mean that you're automatically going to get out. When they have a standard of review, right? The judge get to place, I don't know how to say this. The judge will place a certain amount of weight on that particular error. So if they think it's very minute and it wouldn't have changed the results anyway, it's going to get denied. And if I'm not mistaken, excuse me, there is a little guide they have. Like, if this happened, like if it was a error of fact or issue of fact or error of the law or issue of the law, which they the same thing. I'm just using them interchangeably. They have how much weight they place on each one of those. Yeah, Vanessa. Yeah, Bria, I think yeah, I think after when she was on that precedence or whatever, and she talking about the storage, and they swooped in and got her. Cause that you could tell by the way that person that who that was the uh the popos when they was on that phone with her, they ain't know about no motherfucking storage. I don't think so. Cause they was like the who? She said storage or whatever. If anybody can, know where that clip at, I don't want to play that man stuff, but and they didn't know that the popo didn't know about no goddamn storage. I don't think so. Remember? Because the popo was like, huh? Like, yeah, it's a storage. And they flew in that shit. Now, oh, excuse me, y'all. Ooh, child. Yeah, if he sue, he can get a good investigation going on what the hell happened. Yeah, he can get a couple coins and all of that. So maybe Arkin emphasizing that she flew, which led to the evidence in the story. Yeah, yeah, Queen Burrell, but where is that against the law? So I think people don't understand is listen, as long as the prosecution, right? I'm taking it from the investigation or the police. I said police or investigators on up. So the prosecution side, as long as they didn't do anything that was illegal. But here's the thing, right? Even if they did something that was illegal, that caused somebody to flip. You know I'm going with this. All they would do is get indicted, and as long as it's not withholding evidence or suppressing evidence and things of that nature, then the verdict is most likely going to stay in place. But if they suppress the evidence on this, that, and the third, whatever, oh, excuse me, then no. And you can't say they suppressed evidence because you're saying the exact opposite. You're saying that you actually put it out there and gave it to the girl for her to read and get mad. And then you do understand that you got to prove that she read something and got mad. And she gonna come in and say, yeah, I read it and got mad. Hmm? But even if she did that, you still got to go through the rest of the chain, the rest of the process. Miss V, you ain't must have been hear all them calls. He said, do I want to get out? He said, you damn right. Oh, they knew about the storage? Oh. Well, then that's even worse. So when she learned about whatever was in the emails and shit and all of this here and oh god, this is getting this but I had put up, wait a minute. This is some crazy shit. I just don't get where we're going with this. That's all I want to know, where we're going and when we're gonna get off it. Hold on. Okay. And then there was a problem with the dates and stuff. I'm looking at where the prosecution responded. See, what happens is, depending on what side y'all own, y'all don't take into consideration the response from the other side. All right. Now I don't know. And this keeps happening over and over and over and over again. How many emotions have to be denied for you guys to know that it is just because it's an emotion does not mean that it is factual. Not saying that it's a bunch of lies. I'm not. I'm just saying that it can't. A lot of that stuff can't be proven. Put it like that. It's just what you think, right? Oh my god. Let me read the rest of this. Okay. So then the person says, I know you don't want to hear this, but the government owned Sun Times. Well, I mean, it don't matter to me whether, or not. I can hear it. They will print anything. So I'm going to go with what J-Bo feel and say, if she said that RK has a case against the BOJ, then that's what I'm going with. Well, he probably has a case against the BOJ. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. It depends on their rules and their regulations, right? Depends on their rules and regulations, and where the negligent and liability lies, and all of that, right? Oh, shit. And also, hold on. Just give me 1 minute, y'all. Shit. Ugh. I cannot stop y'all. So, but anyway, so if he plans to sue, you know, with civil suits, it's just like, okay, you bring a civil suit, it doesn't, it goes through a little test too, right? One, the the courts have to determine that they can actually provide you with the remedy, a solution, if they can. I'm getting technical now, and I'm trying not to, but they can, they they have to determine if they can provide you some type of relief, right? So, uh, you got to address causation and all of that. And so, but what is good and why people go the civil right route? Lord have mercy, I'm getting tired. Getting tired. Right, why people go the civil route is because that way they can get a real good investigation going. The bar is low as far as what's admissible as evidence, things of that nature. Okay, that's why people go the civil route a lot of times. Um, ooh, before they go the criminal route, because they know that they can get a lot out. They can get a lot if it's a high profile case. You can get a lot in these airways and shit. You can also, do your little whisper campaign and shit. You're gonna get a lot done just on the strength of that. Right. It needed, yeah, not a good guess on custody. Okay, anyway, okay. Wait, I think we understand feelings are not basis for a New York trial. Well, I mean, feelings on if you think um that he was done wrong, and just because he was done wrong, that's the basis for a new trial. Like what kind of wrong happened? What were the wrongs? And the next time I hear somebody repeat what I say, I need them to break it down. I need them to say it before. One, say the shit before me, and two, break that shit down. Break it all the way down. So I can get my goddamn gun and listen. I'm like, oh. And then I give the challenge. Especially I don't fuck with y'all. Fuck your ass up. Are you serious? Even if I'm sleepy. Ugh, child. I don't understand people talk about the shit you say, but then go and repeat the shit you say. Challenge your motherfucking license and your credentials, but repeat the motherfucker as if you got license as if you got license and credentials. I don't get it. I'm not gonna repeat nobody. They ain't got no license or credentials. I'm not gonna do that. That sounds stupid. I don't get it, baby. My mama warned me about you motherfuckers. She warned me. Ooh, Jesus. I don't mean to say that, Lord forgive me. I don't mean to say the same breath. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, huh? That don't make no sense. If I'm skeptical about any goddamn thing, I ain't repeating shit. Cause it might be the wrong shit. If you like Donald Trump told people to drink a little bleach for the C-19. Donald Trump ain't huh? No motherfucking doctor. Did you drink the bleach? No. Like, what the fuck? And I'm not going to repeat no shit like that. That make no sense to me. Baby, them narratives going to fuck y'all up one day. Well, I know you got to do what you got to do. Well, yeah, it can be a private conversation, but Miss B, you got to understand. Okay, fine. We wasn't supposed to know it. It was a violation. It was wrong. We'll even say that somehow it violated his constitutional rights. What's the recourse? I need the legal recourse, not what you think should happen. I need the legal recourse. Wait a minute, did she allege like they suppressed the evidence? Hold on. Oh, I be trying to help. It or not. No Oko gonna heckle your ass. I be trying to help out. Okay, suppressed. Let me see. Did she claim suppression? Nah, that ain't in there. What's hell? I mean, argue review. I mean, and then y'all run with there was an investigation done. When it says around here, I don't understand. Mm-hmm. The defendant maintains that the information he shared with his then attorney was clearly accessed as one government witness confronted defendant with information that she could not have learned unless she or someone known to her had accessed his attorney-client phone call. Oh, okay, listen to this. Okay, hold on. Let me give you something better to run with. Run with this. So this is coming from her paperwork. Run with this. And please, don't say nothing else stupid in these streets. Run with this. I'm going to read exactly how she got it. Well, goddamn, never mind. I thought I had something for you. Wait a minute, let me read this and then I'll tell you what I thought I had. It says, although the government maintains that attorney-client communications were not recorded or accessed by any BOP officers, defendant maintains that information that he shared with his then attorney was clearly accessed as one government witness confronted defendant with the information that she could not have learned unless she or someone known to her had accessed his attorney-client phone calls. So I guess y'all can still run with this. Let me give y'all something to run. Give y'all something to run with that has a more favorable outcome than this ghetto shit. Run with this, what she just said. She is saying that information that is considered attorney-client information, which is supposed to be protected. Now, see, I'm giving you an extra level of security, which is supposed to be protected, was accessed. Okay? The government said no, it wasn't, because what the dates that she provided they're saying that it has something to do with some visitations, this, that, and the third. So it is okay to call the government a liar. Saying no, but she has to push to get, to get an investigation to see what it was or what happened, right? Maybe she can get an independent investigator. I don't know, but that sounds more reasonable, more logical. That has more of you know, a legal argument to it. Okay, go with that. I don't want to hear no more about she read the emails and flipped. I don't want to hear no more about that. Go with the attorney-client angle. Go with that. I don't hear no more about no girlfriend read the shit, about no flipping and all of that. Go with attorney-client, because now we're getting somewhere. Now, if the investigation proved that that's not what it was, and hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I'm taking that right up out her paperwork. This is Bon Jean's words. This ain't nobody else's. So he need to be running around here hollering attorney-client privilege. Now, I'm not giving nobody no legal advice. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just reading what she wrote. We just having a conversation. Attorney-client. Those are the words he need. Somebody need. I don't want to hear no more ghetto shit. Yes. Attorney-client. Now, it's more of now that would probably get a review. It could possibly, because you're talking, now that's a real violation, and you're talking about attorney-client. At least you can get in front of the judges and then make that a part of her argument, and the rest of now you talking about some shit. See, them footnotes are very important. Miss Margaret say, y'all don't read no footnotes. Y'all, what's she say? Y'all dumbass lawyers, y'all don't read the footnotes. That's yeah. Yeah. Attorney-client. Now say that. Now you got something. You're going somewhere with that. But that ghetto shit, keep that on the playground. Keep that in the park, where you got to stand on the side and wait to get chosen on a team and shit. Y'all ain't never been to the park with your man, or if you're a man in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. Play ball. You got to stand on the side, and somebody gonna pick you. Right. That ain't going nowhere. That's ghetto. People like me, huh? I don't give a. They probably sit in their head like, yeah, I used to be a prosecutor one time. When and I was a defense attorney one time, so I know how it worked. They probably, I don't give a fuck how they got how she flipped. Long as she did it, give a fuck. We ain't had nothing to do with it. But yeah, attorney client, go with that. Let me see. What else? What else? Dig up in this shit. Let me see. What is that? That's one. That footnote is referring to what? Mm, what is One. First footnote. What does it refer to? Oh, okay. Here we go. It refers to this. The attached affidavit is in support of a search warrant application, provides several examples of how defendant's confidential information communication stolen by BOP officer was provided to Tasha K and almost immediately was broadcast publicly on her YouTube show. Okay. All right, J-Bo. You saving the day, girl. Protect your license, honey. Cause these niggas out here don't let them have you looking like a damn fool in them people goddamn place. Make you surrender your shit on the spot. Make you take it off the wall, girl. Don't let them do you like that. Yeah. Abandon that shit about the girlfriend, and she turned on me and all that bullshit. It's not against the law. But attorney-client violations, you'll get somebody to hear that. You'll get somebody to hear that. Girl, who is Hakeem? Girl, y'all come up with all these names. Hakeem, Pretty Andre, and all this. Who's all these motherfuckers? God damn. I don't look around. Y'all done brought, boy, this motherfucker. Let me tell you something about Team Chaos. Team Chaos don't give a fuck who it is. They done went and got Pretty Andre and all this. What's going on? Who the hell is Pretty Andre and shit? Y'all gonna get every goddamn body. We ain't got Pretty Andre on this motherfucker. I can't with y'all. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not finna talk to nobody, and I got to call them Pretty Andre. I'm not having a conversation with you. Must be the Pretty Andre. Listen, I'm not ever calling you. Hell to no. I'm not calling nobody no Pretty Andre. Can you imagine that? I got to have an interview with Pretty Andre. Pretty Andre. Okay. Can you tell me such? Yeah, Pretty Andre. So listen, how can I have a serious conversation with Pretty Andre? Hell no, I'm not talking no Pretty Andre. I'm not doing that. Pretty Andre. The fuck? Y'all motherfuckers will go get anybody. Y'all don't give a damn who it is. I done looked over that and he's talking about he is the reason why for this legislation and this legislation. And y'all didn't question his motherfucking credentials and his name Pretty Andre. And he's in according to him, he's responsible for this legislation and this law and this crime bill and this and that. I'm like, God damn, Pretty Andre. Well, shit. I can't with y'all. Yeah. She go over there and question his motherfucking ass. God damn, Pretty Andre. Shit. No, is he from Chicago? Cause y'all Chicago niggas is different. Is Pretty Andre from Chicago? I ain't gonna say that, but I never understood why people don't, especially these days, why they not hiding pimping. I don't understand that. I don't get into my business. But I don't understand why people ain't hiring pimping. Like, they just come out and say they pimps, or they done been pimps within the last 5 years or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. Now we got Pretty Andre out here. One pimp gone, you go get another. The fuck is going on? Shit. It ain't that serious to me. I'm fucking Pretty Andre and shit. Not calling nobody when they ain't by no Pretty Andre. Fuck that. If you go by Pretty Andre, I ain't calling you. Fuck that. I speak to Pretty Andre. What the fuck is that? I can imagine me sitting around my family, my mom and them side, and I'm calling shit for that, my dad and them side too, and I'm calling somebody on the phone. Must be the Pretty Andre. They are all gonna look like, what the fuck is going on? Who is Pretty Andre? Y'all, baby, god damn. Y'all all right with me. One thing about it, baby, y'all will fight tooth and nail to the goddamn casket drop, the wheels falls off, and every goddamn thing. Because I didn't even know no Pretty Andre existed. And he part of all this legislation and and then you have that's a different person. But anyway, I'm just saying, y'all, go with the attorney-client angle. That sounds more legit. It still goes through the same process, and that's not what I'm saying. I just don't want y'all to be out here looking crazy, sounding crazy. Yeah, she got it. No, I'm talking about y'all. Y'all the one need to get it. Y'all don't have it. She got it because it's in her paperwork. I just found it. Y'all the one around here talking about some crazy shit. And you the one got Pretty Andre. The fuck? But I'm not saying that he ain't, he hasn't done that work and stuff like that. Because listen, anybody can be a vessel. I'm just, joking or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if he did all that stuff or whatever, we need more people like that. Whether it be a Pretty Andre or Jesse Jackson. We need people to affect change. You know what I'm saying? We need people to get that together. Oh, Gorgeous Dre? I thought his name Pretty Andre. I get Pretty Andre from? New Black, you know about Pretty Andre? Because it seemed like somebody you would know about, being that, you know how you get down. New Black, you know him. You know about him before he was introduced to us in this sector. Because I didn't know nothing about no Pretty Andre. What you say, Gorgeous Dre? That's even worse. That's right. That's his name, Gorgeous Dre. Damn. You knew about him? What's good with it, Jeff Taylor? You know Gorgeous Dre, Jeff Taylor, or Pretty Rick, Gorgeous Jeff? Gorgeous Dre. Why the fuck the man name is? You know I'm sleeping. You know him? Did you go get gorgeous Dre? That seemed like one of them niggas you would go get Jeff Taylor. He from Chicago. Hmm. Y'all a little different up there. I'm just gonna try to tell y'all Midwest motherfuckers a little different. I don't know what's up, but you don't sound like the rest of the country. Y'all, the way y'all think is totally different than the rest of us. Now y'all know I like to crack jokes on y'all, whatever, but hold on, where's this dude said? Okay, so this person said she gave R. Kelly permission to push it, and she filed a motion about the BOP. All the talk about the BOP did no wrong, and the investigation won't help R. Kelly. Why the government won't just give over the report? We all know he's entitled to the report. Okay, well, let me look. What's up, perspective? Oh, perspective. We've been in here talking about that stuff for about 2 hours. Um, yeah, I nothing. So, hold on, wait a minute. Let me answer this real quick. Did they give it over? Okay, background. Posted RG collected materials from BOP. Okay. Definitely, Metropolitan became aware of blogger information and communication agents from the Department of Justice, Inspector General, began investigating and search the internet to obtain further information about what Shakay had disseminated on YouTube and other social media platforms and learning between blah, 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 content from phone calls. I also collected, OIG reviewed, OIG compared. Kelly now requests this court to order the government to disclose to him specified information from the OIG separate investigation. This information, however, is sensitive and unrelated to the instant case. The requested information includes the following. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So, okay, materials, social. Kelly claims without. Wait a minute. Hold on. On. Hold on. Application for the search warrant. I'm a special agent. As part of my duties, that made put application warrant to search the. What do you mean they never gave the investigation over? This is the investigation. I'm gonna stop dealing with y'all. That's what I'm gonna stop doing. Cause you send me down all kinds of avenues and streets and shit. Hold on. Let me put this up here. I'll stop fucking with y'all. I'm serious. I got to go back on YouTube vacation. I'm asking you perspective because you be coming up with good stuff. Make people think. We like thinking people. Hold on. Let me put this up on the screen. Is this the investigation you're talking about? Because she the one included it in her motion to compel. What you mean she ain't got an investigation? I'm stop dealing with y'all. the United States to produce materials prepared in connection. This is she wants additional information connected to the government's alleged investigation. She wants additional information. God. Okay. Notably, McGee emailed okay, this information is from the investigation. This screenshot. McGee was sent. Okay. The government will not confirm whether or not that any investigation is ongoing. Ongoing. This matter, although it appears that it has been swept under the rug since no indictments have been filed with the case, is serious and very clear violation of federal laws. Notably, the BOP officer at the heart of this investigation retired immediately after those crimes came to light. Based on Agent Locke's affidavit, it is suspicious that Officer A has not been indicted in any connection with what appears to be a plain and obvious violation of federal law. She wants additional information. Listen, look at this. Application and affidavit for a search warrant. Matt Lux, I'm a special agent with the Department of Justice of the Inspector General. I have been so employed since 2008. As part of my duties, Inspector General. This affidavit is made in support of an application for a warrant to search a black HP desktop computer bearing the serial number. This is an investigation, people. This is what she included in her motion to compel. She wants, oh my God. Fact support and problem. Y'all, you know what? I am in the throes of teaching, so y'all have to bear with me. And you know the first couple goddamn classes, honey, they be having me on the edge. I don't be wanting to be fucked with. And I start hollering like this here, calling people. People, hell, they adults. Shit. Okay. Fact support and probable cause to search the subject computer. This is an investigation. Based on my review of the access logs, Officer A had accessed inmates A's True View records 153 times. This is an investigation. Tasha K's Instagram post on January 12, 2020. These dates, this information means it's an investigation. Per the government, OIG compared the dates and time content of the information regarding Kelly that Tasha K discussed with TrueView logs and emails from Officer A's BOP email account, and determined that the officer had accessed inmate records on or around those same dates and times. On about February 27, 2020, OIG, in connection with the United States Attorney Office, applied for and obtained a warrant to search Officer A's desktop computer for material identified in the search warrant and attachment. Kelly now requests this court to order the government to disclose to him specified information from the OIG's separate investigation. Was an investigation. She turned in the search warrant, and what the search warrant unveiled as part of the investigation. She wants specified information. This information, however, sensitive and unrelated to the instant case. The requested information includes the following: Officer A's personnel file, BOP TrueView system logs reflecting access data and employee information of at least 59 BOP employees, none of whom are suspected of disclosing Kelly's information. email communications that Officer A sent or received from Officer A's official BOP email address, and materials resulting from the search of Officer A's BOP computer. Kelly claims without support that all the materials OIG collected during its investigation likely contain. You know what? I'm not going to do this. Mm-mm. Okay. So listen. Let me talk to perspective now, because y'all about to drive me crazy. So, perspective. I went through and did not find where New York ever brought this up. On top of that, I found a news article on 9/7/2021. The case in New York was gone. In order for it to be a Brady violation, it has to be exculpatory evidence that was kept hidden from the defense, right? The defendant. But if the defendant knew about the evidence or could have reasonably ascertained this evidence, then it does not constitute a Brady violation, because they could have made it discoverable themselves, meaning entered it into the evidence, gotten it on the record, addressing it, during the court. Now, they even went as far to say is that the information that they are J-Bo and them is talking about isn't even exculpatory, meaning it wouldn't be evidence that would free him. It's just about visitation, phone calls, and shit like that. So that's not going to constitute a Brady violation. Therefore, it's not going to constitute prosecutorial misconduct in that way. So you got that problem. You got that issue. What all we went through, y'all? We done went through so much. Wait a minute. And let's see. And see, like, where would it have come in the New York trial? Where would it have come in at? The only way it would have came in probably is if it would have been with regards to Jane Doe number 5. Or it would have came in through a motion. Let me see. What it could have been. Maybe a motion in limine. We dissected those motion in limines. I ain't read nothing about no BOP email. How else could it come in? It didn't come in through her post-conviction motions. Not no BOP emails and shit. So she didn't even bring it up on a 29 R33. What's up, Sonya? Okay. So, all right, perspective. You just coming in on that. So that's what I was getting at. I said attorney-client is a more It's a better angle to go at rather than this Azrael read the emails and she flips the situation. Because that's going to get somebody's license taken. That's where we heading at with that shit. That's going to get somebody's license taken. Attorney client, now you're talking about something. And hey, she already ahead of the game because she got that as a footnote in her paperwork. So that's why it's good reading footnotes. At the beginning of the trial, because I heard Just Jazz say it was pre-trial. Well, I got the pre-trial motion. Hold on. Ooh, oh, sleepy child. Oh, when I tell you, y'all ever turned on one of your sides, like your right or left side, baby, and let it go? When I tell you, talking about sleep, oh my God. I can't believe Kurt something, and you got a mouth like a nigga. oh, oh no. Mhm. That was funny. Let me see pre-trial. I will box your ass. I got time for that. Oh yeah. Alright, go on my damn email. Why I can never find a damn document when I want to go to it. Give it to me, baby. I don't have the old crowd in here that know what I'm saying. Give it to me, baby. Mm, 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 mm. Make my add enough. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk. I'm looking for. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that sweet, funky. Oh. Mm. Give it to me. What say? Give it to me. What say? Give it to me. Hold on. I got Keith Raniere in here. We ain't never go through that. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yeah, what date was it? Wasn't it in July or was it in June? No, that's not it. Give it to me, what sir? Give it to me, what sir? Give it to me. Give it to me. Is this it right here? No, that's Curcio. Is this right here? Is this it? Hold on. I'm pulling it up. What can I do to make you feel secure? More precious than silver, more precious than diamond rings. I mean, The thing that often give you, it wouldn't mean nothing. I'm trying to pull it up. If you have your love is something and guide you through. Oh, see, I used to think Elder Barge was gay, honey. See, a lot of times, people get all woo, running behind all that light skin and all that right there. That's all well and good and dandy. But he too feminine for me, baby. I have my eyes caught to the side. As my daddy said, I'm watching something. I'm watching something. Mm. You ain't gonna hit me with the down low. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Oh, I think this is it. I think, yup. Yep, pre-trial. Here you go. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to rename this. Oh, New Black, you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying about? Yeah, I got it. Jeff Taylor, why your hat cocked to the side on that picture? What is wrong? Oh, I'm so sleepy. I'm putting this wrong shit up. Here we go. Baby, y'all is dedicated. This y'all done went got pretty Dre and gorgeous Dre and whatever. Yep, here we go. Right, this is it. Okay, this will be real easy. Okay. So we're looking for BOP. Try that first. Okay. Emails. Okay, it just keeps repeating. Okay. Um, Officer. So I don't went over this pretrial conference. I mean, I don't know how many times, and I don't recording. All right, I do recording. Okay. Okay, let's read this. All right. It says, all right, the next, I'll read up here. The next has to do with an allegation of bribery of a Cook County clerk in 2019. The allegation is that after this television show was released and law enforcement began to investigate the defendant, the that the defendant and an associate bribed a Cook County, Illinois clerk to get information about legal action. Is this a charged crime anywhere? It is not a charged crime, and it's just to be clear. On the recording, the crisis manager indicates that he had bribed a clerk. The defendant on the recording says, "Just tell me how much," indicating his willingness to carry out an additional bribe. So that's about the Darrell Johnson shit. Okay, let's see about this. All right, Your Honor. Okay, I'm not preventing that either. It's not clearly relevant, although it has some relevance, but is surely unduly prejudicial. And I would also note that, at least as far as I can tell, the recording, to the extent they exist, it's not even been confirmed that they are child pornography. So that's unduly prejudicial, and I'm not going to permit that. Okay, so next I did effort to obtain child pornography. So that's child pornography. Okay, the next category of evidence has to do with the audio recordings that depict defendant yelling and physically assaulting women, and those are clearly admissible as direct evidence of the methods used to perpetuate, the enterprise, and it is direct evidence. Okay, so that's about that. So I did a recording. You had straight ace deuce. Jeff Taylor, I don't know what none of that means. I don't know what no straight ace deuce and all of that means, honey. Until I came on here, I understood when somebody said something about the hat was broke to the right or broke to the left or some shit like that. I don't know. That's the first time I ever heard stuff like that. Let me see. What else? Yeah, I remember this because honey, I went over this particular this pretrial. Mm-hmm. And so let me see the date range for the BOP. Let me look at the articles. What was the date range? So we got September the 7th is what I came up with. Is the first sighting I came up with. BET, they black. They came up with the article on the 8th. um, yeah, so it was the 7th. So it was the 7th. And then the trial was in between the trial. So the law states that, hey, it was made known. Now, this is made known by the media. So it should have been addressed during the New York trial. Oh, okay. You had neutral like me, Joe. I don't be understanding that. And then, like I said, it was you Negroes that taught me that when it's broke to the left, it means something. And it's broke to the right means something. I don't know nothing about no stuff like that. Okay. I remember what you're talking about. Say that somebody was listening on his calls and stuff like that. Okay. Well, here's the thing, right? Did they like? I mean, did they connect that to this BOP email situation or whatever? That's something totally different. And now, if it's one and the same, then or check this out right here. I'm gonna go one even further. If that was something he said, J Bo is skilled enough to make that one and the same. I'm saying it without really saying it. If he say he heard, if he heard something or whatever, and but you still got to prove all of that. And again, I don't know if you heard this part. Now, when it comes to these appeals and all this stuff that's going forward, the burden is now on the defense because they're the ones that's bringing out the action, the cause of action, right? The burden is on them, and it's not going to be them just up in the court going willy nilly saying whatever. The prosecution is now going to be on be up there to defend their case. So they got to prove it. And then, of course, it goes through the whole process, right? The whole procedure. Is it a harmless error? One that wouldn't make a difference anyway. Is it one of those type of errors? Wouldn't have made a difference on the outcome, or is it a reversible error? Meaning that the verdict, without that error, the verdict would have been different. That's what it ultimately comes down to. So, and then before they just say, hey, we're gonna overturn and all, they're gonna say, okay, well, what are the remedies before that, before we make that, thing, right? But is the client, well, he has to prove that the attorney-client information was something that, let me see, because I'm sleepy, y'all. If attorney-client information was something that had a bearing on his freedom, was it, well, see, here's the thing. If it was something that could have freed him, one, it already played in court from his side. I'm thinking to myself, so it already played in court from his side. So that's not going to get it. If it's just the fact that it's attorney-client information, did the prosecution use it against him? All of that has to be answered. Did the prosecution use it against him? Did it even get out before the prosecution used, for them to use it against him in some kind of way? All of that has to be addressed. Yeah, Jeff. Boy, that was rough. And you gonna tell that lie talking about I'm gonna be able to drink water and be all right. Boy, please. I was down 24 hours with the lights off, begging Jesus. Y'all can have that. I know I don't ever. That's too much. That's too much. I don't see how y'all do it. I'm gonna tell you. Now this is me diagnosing people. I'm not. This ain't what I do. I ain't got no license to practice no medicine, so this ain't what I do. But listen to this. the way that shit makes you feel, either one of them, whether it be the alcohol or that smoke, you got to have something in your body that can, that is almost a craving in order for you motherfuckers to function or do whatever it is you do. Because it totally works against me. It has never treated me right. It's something that's always been wrong. And for you, you understand what I'm saying? And I think it's that when it becomes a habit forming, then I guess your body accepts it a little bit better. I don't know. Ask the doctor. I don't know. But for me, it's too much. It's too much. It don't work well with me. It don't do But I can remember back in the day, way in the 90s. Shit, it could have been nope. I'm sorry, late 80s, I believe. Yeah, late 80s. I was beginning 90s. Yeah, it could be late 80s, 90s. I don't know. I remember being so out of it, but it wasn't hard on my body. I wasn't sick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get sick or whatever. You laugh, you eat up everything in the house. If you in a relationship, you get have good whatever that night or whatever, and you sleep, and you able to get up. I think they done something to that stuff. They done something to that and that look on top. No, that ain't for me. Cause I mean, I know people just get straight up and go and just go about their day. I know somebody used to smoke that shit before they come to work. Are you crazy? I'll be somewhere. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm. Nah, Jeff, I don't want no more of your advice. Cause I'm telling you, that shit, no, I didn't get up the next day. I didn't get up the next day, Jeff. I laid right there. I believe. So I can't even remember now, but I don't want to do that no more. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. My honey, let me get my ass up off him, cause baby, I'm getting cross-eyed and crazy, and that's two shit you don't want to be. One, you're crazy, and you can't see shit. Oh man. But anyway, can y'all believe Curtis got babies? I'm so proud of him. He got babies. I was wondering. He got babies. You see, I used to turn that go sleep on the damn put that chair on the floor. Fuck that shit. Meaning leaning it all the way back and getting what? Oh man, we used to sit up there and wait for the millions to come in and like, oh my God. And it seemed like you can literally go to work for 8 hours and do absolutely nothing. That drove me crazy. I'm like, why? What? Oh my gosh. It's only so many times you can go to lunch. It's only so many times you can go shopping at the mall, at Walmart. sleep in the. Oh my God, I used to go in that car and tag up in the parking lot. It's only so. No, I mean, I used to be on the phone all day, all day. Let me tell you, y'all hear me talk about Asia, right? So one day, um, this ain't been that long ago, but you know, this we weren't nowhere. Hadn't been together in a minute, but I'm just saying, um, we had gotten into it, and when I tell you, I was on the phone. I was I was going between on being on the phone and text from by 9 o'clock to like 4 o'clock. He read my ass from my 9 to 4. When I tell you it was getting ugly, and my phone was on vibrate, and it kept, like that. They was like, and the girl that we was talking about, the girl face that sat behind, she talking about, he read my ass from 9 to 4. I said, God damn. Good night, Stephanie. McDon time. Doop, doop, doop. Y'all, that boy cussed me, read me from 9 to 4. Oh, it was ugly. Oh, it was ugly. It was ugly, ugly, ugly. Mm-mm. My phone, and Chris like, oh my God, what is going on? I, mm-mm. I was alternating between my desk phone and my phone. Man, that shit was crazy. Cussed me out. All right, folks, let me go to bed. Shit, I'm sleeping. I shall holler. Peace out.